Hello YouTubers. Today we're working on this 2008 Acura, let's see what it is here, MDX. And we're gonna be doing the oil filter housing. It's leaking kind of bad, so I'm pretty sure it's that gasket. So let's jack it up and take a look at it. All right, ladies and gents, we're here on the passenger side. Took the tire off. And right here where this oil filter is at, we're gonna take the oil filter off. Then we're gonna take that's a bolt and that one and that one. We're gonna disconnect. I think it has two connections. This one, and I believe there's another one up here. Yeah, that one. We'll see here. All right, ladies and gents, I almost forgot I was videotaping this job. It's already unclipped it, and it was very easy. It wasn't hard at all. You got a little bracket here clipped. Let me see if I can zoom in. Gonna be moving the camera a lot, guys. It's hard to film in here. I don't even know if I can get it in there good enough for y'all to see. This is hooked up to that clip, and then it's hooked up to this bracket right here. All it is, it goes into that bracket just like that. You press on this tab back here, where my thumb is, and it'll release it from that bracket right there. Squeeze it, and it'll come out, and it'll still be attached to this one. This one, the way you take it off, I think it's on here. Yeah, it's on here. Tab, just like the other one. Squeeze that tab, and it'll pop out from this one. So you got that one disconnected. Now we're gonna do this one down here. Let me see if I can get it from right here. So you're gonna grab it, squeeze that clip on the other side. Yeah. Let's see if we can get that clip off. It's coming, there we go. All I did, guys, was squeeze this tab. It's got that little tab right there. Just squeeze it, and you'll unplug it from here. All right, I'm gonna take off the filter. I'm gonna use this little filter cup to grab it with. Put my pan on the bottom because I'm gonna drip. These filters always seem like they take forever to come off. You might have to add a little bit of oil. Okay, let that drain for a while. All right, guys, that's the best I can do with the lighting. You got a bolt here and one up here, and I guess it's this one. 3 bolts, and this should come off. They're 12 millimeter. Get that bottom on with an extension. All right, they are long. Oops, sorry, dropped the how to use the impact gun. They're on there tight. Let's see. Okay, this one's a long one too. And this one seems like it's okay. 2 of them are the same size, and this one that came up from up here is the longest one. So just remember that. All right, now that we have those, they should come off. Oh, there it goes. That's how that looks. Set that right here. And this is the gasket we'll be replacing. All right, guys, here's the new gasket. Here's the part number. And there's also a couple of other gaskets in there. But I guess it's if you take these other things off. Anyway, we cleaned it off real good. And we cleaned it in here real good too. So we're ready to put it on. And don't worry, you can't put it wrong. It only goes one way. It won't go this way. It goes this way. That little filter snaps right in there. Make sure you get it in there good. Push it in there. I love these kind of gaskets. They just go in there and stay in there. Don't come out. All right. All right, YouTubers, I found me a better light. All right, these two bolts are going to be the smaller ones, and then the real long one goes up here on this one. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Make sure you don't disturb the gasket. And I'm going to go with the long one first. Run it in there a little bit. Then go with this bottom one. Let me grab my flashlight so I can point in there and see when I'm lined up. There we go, right there. This is one of the small ones. Okay. Turn it with the extension. You know what, let me get a swivel. Kind of at an angle. Alright guys, you will be at an angle, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this swivel. Let's do this bad boy here. If I can get on him. And this bottom one. Okay, now I'm going to tighten them by hand so I can get the feel of it. See if they're torqued at proper torque. Yep. Oh, that one needed some more. Right there. That one's good. This one just needed a little more. All right, let's start connecting. Now we're gonna hook this up to that one up there. I don't know if you can see it. It's up there. And then once we hook it up, this back part goes into this, there's a bracket in there somewhere. Okay, way up here. It's hard to film in there, guys, but trust me. You know what happened to the last guy? Somebody told him to trust him. This is going to be real shaky, guys, but we're trying to hook this up to this one, and there's no way I can do it and film it, but you get the idea. We're going to snap this sucker back into that one that's facing us. I'm just going to have to do it without the camera, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I finally snapped it in. That's what we were trying to snap in. And then just push this into that clip. There, snaps. Take it off, you push this clip on the back and it pops up. Dang, that's a pain in the rear. Okay, we got it put together. We got the oil filter on. Now I'm gonna turn it on and see if it leaks. So far, so good. All right, YouTubers, I don't see any oil coming out. That's oil from it was leaking previously. Right here, you would have seen it. That's where it drips real quick, right there. I almost thought that was a crack on the pan. I better look at that closer because it looks like a crack, but it's not leaking, so it's not a crack. And right there, you see where it was leaking? That's where it would be leaking right now. You could see it just, look how it would drip right away. Now I'm gonna put the tire on, and we're gonna take it for a drive it for about 30 minutes. And then tomorrow I'll power wash all this on the bottom, because it's filthy. Alright YouTubers, I went and drove it for about 30 minutes, and I washed the bottom of it. I went ahead and did that. I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but customer's real cool. She's not worried about it. She said take your time, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take my time and make sure it's not leaking. And I already brought it here, and it's not leaking. Oh shoot, wait a minute, y'all weren't supposed to see that. See, it ain't leaking, it's dry. No, I'm just kidding guys. It's down here where let me get some light in there. All right, here's where we're at. See, there's nothing on the floor. It's not leaking. Those are spots from the previous. I've got to clean the floor in the garage, but you would have seen it by now. It would have been dripping. That's water down there, but there's no oil. And let's look in here. Yeah, that pan would have had oil running down it. Right where you see that oil pan bolt, right between the oil filter and the spinning crankshaft, that bolt would always get wet and it'd start dripping from there. And now it's not. Bone dry. And there you have it, ladies and gents. That's how you change the oil filter housing gasket on a 2008 Acura MDX. It's pretty simple, just kind of getting in there. Thanks for watching, and like always, I really appreciate you, and God bless.